Hey everyone, Erin from the Beauty Report, and we're going to talk about 5 things that are actually destroying your hair. So, I am not using this as a silly video. This is a heart wrenching situation because I have ravaged my hair and I have gone to hell and back with my hair. So, I am here with my frizzy, blonde, psychotically just fried hair to tell my story. Okay, guys? So, the 5 things to never do to your hair. Number 1, bleach your hair 3 times in the same day. Okay, so I am a victim of this. Do you want to hear what I did? I literally, and I'm not kidding, I bleached my hair myself with like a Revlon frost and glow that I got, which was horrible and just disgusting. And I bleached my poor hair to a point where it turned light orange. And do you know what I did after that? I bleached it again because my mom was making fun of me saying, "Oh my God, you should have just gone brown. Look at you now." I was like, "No, I'm going blonde." And this was the first time I went platinum, like light blonde. And she was mocking me and I was like, "No, not having this." I got another just box dye. Keep in mind, I waste tons of money on my hair. So the box dye was more like, I need to get my hair blonde now, as in it was like 9 o'clock at night and I go to Rite Aid and grab these box dyes like an absolute psychopath rather than waiting to go to a salon like everybody, recommended I do. Brain freeze. So I dyed it again, and guess how I did it? I put it all over my scalp. I made a huge fiasco and I got a blow dryer and just blow dried my hair. You're not supposed to start at the roots, by the way, and you're not supposed to like bleach your scalp unless you need like pastel hair. So what was I thinking? Okay, don't do it. Fiasco happened. Number 2, do not wash your hair every day if you are even remotely concerned about damage, especially with hard water, especially with sulfate infused shampoo, especially if you don't even know how to use deep conditioner correctly without weighing your poor hair down. Number 3, overheat styling your hair. Stop the heat. I am addicted to my curling iron. I think it's my magic wand and I take it everywhere with me like an absolute mental case. But my Dry Bar curling iron and my Baby Bliss curling iron and my T3 curling iron, no matter how many things they promise to do, damage your hair. Now, I don't care how many heat protectants you use. I don't care how many dollars you shell out for the best iron. No. There is no technology that can compensate for literally frying your hair. And yes, the heat protectant, which seals your cuticle, theoretically helps, but you still need to back off. Number 4, trying to do your hair at home and being sure that a YouTube tutorial is a really smart thing to always watch to dye your hair. I am convinced that half of the big gurus that are having these like tutorials that have this perfect hair are literally lying to you, because that's what the beauty industry does. It's mostly smoke screens. You could do your hair at home if it's like a simple thing, but I'm sorry, balayage, I've said that completely wrong. I like destroyed that word, so don't think that I don't know what I'm saying because of that. But that's silly like tips like of like I actually painting on highlights at home is better than trying to use foils, although I've used foils at home. That's not really that difficult. It's more like those overly zealous tutorials that are teaching you what to do and listening to them as if they're all correct is a really bad thing to do. Sure, some may be honest. Like, I'm being extremely blunt because I want to actually help, because I've literally gone through the misery of ruining my hair. But a lot of people don't really realize that what you see is not always the truth. So don't just go doing stuff to your hair because someone said to. Really do your research, be careful, and wait and watch a lot of content, and maybe ask a professional, at least go for a consultation, and really choose your professionals wisely too, because I've had hairdressers ravage my hair too, because it's money. Yes, the beauty and hair industry is centered around making money, so people are not going to tell you the truth. You can't really listen to people, so always do your research. That's what I'm saying. So number 4 is basically doing your hair without really doing your research. That's a big thing that will ruin your hair and damage it. Okay, number 5, last but not least, not being patient. Yeah, so I am the queen of impatience. As I mentioned, I decided to take Revlon Frost and Glow and do a hairdresser nightmare on my own hair twice in the same day with a blow dryer. But let's be real. Patience is a virtue, especially when it comes to hair, and drastic changes are when you really need to be patient. If you have black hair and you want to go this color, stop and wait a day for God's sake before doing it. Just think, because once you go this color, you don't go back. And also, if you have this color and decide to go brown, I've done this so many times. I've done all these crazy things where I just like decide I feel like having brown hair today, and I just go dye my hair brown at a salon, by the way. And then I'm like, oh my God, I'm really depressed now, and I have to dye my hair, back to blonde and get a whole new thing of highlights. It's not really a good situation. Another thing is you need to be patient with your decisions with your hair. So I've made decisions where it's like, I'll just get tape and extensions. And it's like, do you need that many extensions, right? Or do you really need less? Like now I'm in a less extensions process, but I used to have like long, crazy extensions. Now it's like I'm trying to really be nice to my hair and not overdo that stuff, but like at the same time, it's a whole thing. I'm going to do a bunch of other videos about that. So if you have any videos you want me to do about any topics I've covered and go more in depth, you can really reach out to me in the comments, because I will be obsessively checking them and responding. So I really want you to give me your feedback. Also, what do you think are the worst things to do to your hair? Have you done any crazy things that you are not necessarily proud of? If so, share in the comments, because I feel much better about myself when I hear that you guys have had similar nightmares like me. So do not be shy. I want to talk. And also subscribe to the channel for more, because I've had so many hair fiascos, and I've also done a lot of reparative treatment. I mean, I don't think my hair looks that bad. It's kind of like frizzy, but I've done a lot to kind of bring it back to life. And it's kind of a journey, but I've learned everything from really trendy LA salons that I've paid literally up to $3,000 at. So yeah, I know the best of the tips. Not that I follow them always, but still, this is a channel where you're going to get nothing but the truth, because I don't like when people lie to me about something as precious as my hair. I'm a Leo, so it's like my main. Anyway, like this video if you love your main addicts. I love you all, and I will see you next time. Mwah.